Hello all, welcome. I'm going to demonstrate application which is useful for the hospitals doctors who are maintaining patient records. I observed in the industry, basically from homeopathy and Ayurvedic, the need to maintain plenty of records of the patients. So at an average, if he has 200 to 300 customers patients, so maintaining those records not that easy just in a diary, because indexing would be the biggest problem here. Whenever the old patient visits the clinic, so checking the previous details, and the finding the particular page for which the patient has been allocated, that is a biggest problem as well. That's not very comfortable way. So I just simplify the process, and doctors can focus on treatment only. The all additional non-functional aspects as well as maintainable aspects have been considered, and this application has been created by me. This is an information system. Using this, the doctors or hospitals can only be focused on the treatment that are going to be given. All the supporting activities will be handled by this application. So we have the home page as a search page, which is an indexing. For instance, if a patient visits who is already been visited for the past 1 month or 2 months or a year or 2 years, and he has been created with an unique identity, but most of the people might not remember it. That's fine. So we can even search his name with, and the problem here is we might not know what exactly the spelling of Shekhar is. That the SHEKER, SHEKAR, but we might remember one thing, definitely it would be SHE, starts with SHE and it contains SHE. So just search with it. Then yes, of course, we have two Shekhar records. Then how can we distinguish from it? So we can inquire with the father name, age, or telephone number, or locality. Even locality could be same, but phone numbers might not be. So this is how the searching with the name. If you know the telephone number, or of course the patient will give his telephone number, so just search with it, 944 170 4978. Click on search. Yes, a unique record comes in. So of course it's not mandatory that everyone should have phone number, but nowadays everyone have. But even without that as well, as I told you, with the part of name also it will work. Just confirm which record belongs to the visited patient. Just click on that name. It would take you to a screen where that would contain only that particular patient record. As you see in this box, These are the details of patient. Name is Shekhar, husband name or father name. So husband name could be used for the housewives or married ladies. And we have age, gender, phone number, locality. And we have here the tab for edit the details. With this, if you want to change the mobile number or age or locality, you can change at any point of time. And here I have been given the age. Of course, we can give the date of birth here. Even age doesn't require to maintain there. Just giving the date of birth, it automatically calculates and it would be presented here. So that it not be because the existing customer needs only the age as a field. As of course we can have a date of birth, with which you might not need to always calculate age time to time. So this is about the edit details. Not much operations because hardly the details would be changed. Mostly the age, phone number and locality, but it's not a quite frequent operation. As here you see, here, we have here 3 tabs: add visiting details, investigation info and drug info, and this is a prescription info. So we have wide variety of colors here for the buttons, with which we don't require to search what is what. If we got habituated with this, just looking at the color, even we can go for the operations. So here we can able to observe here that there is a visiting history. So he has been visited on 11 November and the category for which he has been visited for is disease, and we recommend him to come by this visiting date. And this is not mandatory, but this is expected one, so with which the doctors can remember the next visit when they have been prescribed or suggested to visit. And you have the visited date and disease category. So why this is important is he could be the permanent visitor for any kind of a disease. So at the point of time when we have a history, so based on the disease category, we could able to go for that particular category. So how it could be helpful is if you have multiple visits and visited dates. So if he has passed 3 visits, so 3 rows would be presented here. Now he had just 1 visit with you. So what exactly the details have been captured at time of visit, that can be shown on just clicking the visiting date of that particular row. So this will open up and this will show the complete details of the visiting. So the visited date was 11 November and the diagnosis info is hot temperature. So the treatment info is reducing temperature, reducing body pain. The prescription information have been given as paracetamol. So the recommendation is whatever your suggestion to take care about diet or habits and all. So the next visiting date, and just looking at that, so this information would be helpful for the further treatment, and that is required as well. So this is what the visiting details history. So he has been visited this point of time, so we have to record this visiting details as well. Now the visiting details are 27/11/2016, that is today's date. So the disease category today, it is a different disease category. It could be hand squeezing, or ulcer. I don't know exactly, I didn't exactly remember the ulcer spelling, but anyhow, ulcer. So the diagnosis info is for uncomfort, in stomach, sorry, it's discomfort, my bad English. So the treatment information is, you can, the medical terminology, I'm not pretty sure, but anything like regularizing the diet, and we can have multiple rows for the treatment information, so we don't need to go for a single line. And here we have prescription info. So I know only one prescription for the ulcer, that is Gelusil. Come on. The further recommendation could be, so avoid masalas, blah blah blah, anything. So this is nothing but, this is not an English word, but that's a big deal here. So just click on save changes. So the changes have been saved. So current visiting history has been recorded. So that is, and the order would be the first row would be the most recent visit, and going down it would be the second most, third most, fourth most. That is how it is, a descending order of the visits. So the always the first row would be the recent visit, and the second would be the second recent. So this is how we can maintain the records. Yes, of course, I will come to you. So before giving this particular prescription for the current visit, we might need to, I observed that people require, basically from homeopathy and Ayurvedic perspective, or even in allopathy as well. So we need to understand for which drug the patient body reacts how. So that is how the best medicine can be suggested. So this is a button with which you can able to see for which investigation what was the prescription that has been suggested. This is also, the first would be the most recent visit information, and the second recent. Going down, how many visits he had been, it has been happened with him to the clinic, those many records will be presented here. So all data at one place, categorizing, it would be very simply, it is simplifying a lot of effort and maintenance for the users, I mean doctors and hospitals. So the recent one was the regularizing the diet, it was an investigation, and the prescription is Gelusil. So prior to that visit, we have the investigation was reducing temperature and reducing body pains, and the prescription has been suggested was paracetamol, with which we can even have been identified for which the patient body reacts how. And even you don't require the investigation, only you need to require the prescription or the medicine has been consumed by that particular patient till now, with which the future suggestions could be helpful. So this is how. So on 27/11 we have been prescribed Gelusil, and on 11 November we have been prescribed paracetamol for that particular patient. So this is how you have to maintain the record, and the visiting has been done. Then back to search again. So the patient comes in. So now the patient who visited is Bhaskar. Okay, I know BHA. So here one Bhaskar. Luckily, fine, we don't have multiple Bhaskar names here. So just click on that. The same kind of process is going to be maintained throughout the application. This is a one routine that for already existing customer. Then how about a patient who visited newly are going to be maintained in the record? Just go to create patient. It would only ask for the 5 details. So the details you give as, Mahesh. The father name is Krishna, and the age is 35. Yes, of course, male. And the date is, its phone number is 94417044444, and locality is Nizamabad. Just click on save changes. Yes, it would directly redirect you to that particular patient information. So he is a new patient, and the patient number is 80110, and the name is Mahesh, age 35, 94417044444, Krishna, male, Nizamabad. So from here it would be the same routine. So you cannot able to see the investigation drug information or prescription information because he is the new patient at your premises. So this information will give you no visiting details yet not been recorded. So that's meaningless to see the buttons here. So he has been visited you, just go for a visit. So disease category is headache, continuous headache. Okay, skew headache. So the diagnosis information is continuous headache. My bad English again. No problem. Continuous headache. The treatment info, we can give anything. I don't know. You will be the right person and more expert in that. So the prescription you have been given. I know Saridon, but I don't know for which we have to take. It's a regular headache. Yeah, further recommendation. So we can give avoid loud music and stress. Activities. Click on save changes. Yes, it has been recorded. So now investigation, drug information and prescription information are visible because now at least one visit is there, so there is something to show. At least one is required for it. So with this you can confirm that the visiting details added successfully, no problem there. And you can go, so that patient visit has been completed, you can get back to the search for the another patient who visited. So for example, if you require all the patient information in your system, click on search, simply don't give any criteria, click on just a single click search. So till now 6 patient records have been maintained. The same, if you want to go to see any patient offline, yes, you can go here, click on that. So it will lead you to this page where only one patient information would be presented. So hope this will be useful. Yeah, this is already used by Homeo experts who are maintaining these records, and they are very profitable, and they save their time, the busy time, a lot here. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.